Honestly, the gameplay and world can be terrible for all I care at this point. That music is so godlike, I would just be fine with buying the soundtrack alone, to be completely honest. I only need those 5 songs, the trailer theme from the first trailer, and the 4 tracks they put on Monolith's website. Not Monolith's, the Xenoblade 2 website. That's all I floofing need. It's so good. Anyway, time for a quick meme.
We'll show you. We'll show you what me and Pyra are made of. Take.
That was my first time trying to play a video in OBS, so I hope the audio actually played and didn't just floof up. Anyway, what's up everybody, Sorkin K3 here. Welcome to the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 live gameplay discussion / analysis thing. Did you guys actually hear the audio? I'm so glad the audio actually worked. That's my first time trying to play a video in OBS with audio. Oh my god. Oh. Everyone's like, yes! Anyway, what's up everybody, Sorkin3 here. Today, we're going to be doing the live gameplay analysis / discussion on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Please, for this stream specifically, keep the chat on topic with the video. But, yeah, I'm trying to style this like an actual video of mine, not a live stream where we just ramble. This is going to be as critical as I can be in analysis of the gameplay and what they're talking about, so I can actually get a feel for what this game is going to be like, since I am very excited. I don't know how you all feel about Xenoblade 2, but I am extremely excited. Oh yeah, we can do memes on topic. Yeah, we can totally do memes on topic. Oh yeah, that's fine, as long as it's on topic. Anyway, before we start off this, I kind of want to look at the comments just for the heck of it, you know? I want to. Look at this, 217 dislikes. Who does this? Gosh, crazy people. Let's not lose our heads, though. This is true. That's showing up, yes. Alright. Now I have to get a Switch. This is true! This is true. I need to get a Switch for this. Is anyone talking about how it looks anime? Okay, what is this? What is this? This is true. I just hope he's not looking for Rule 34, Pyra. Alright, anyway. No one's talking about how it's anime? No one's talking about it? I'm okay with this. Where is Ryan? It's Ryan time. Alright, that's true. Anyway. I just want to see if anyone was saying it's too anime, so I could pull up the Xenosaga anime and be like, yeah, here we go. What are people talking about in the chat right now? Let's see. I didn't know disliking videos was illegal. Oh no, I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm just saying, why did 217 people dislike a gameplay demonstration? But can we do reporting videos stolen from GamePoop? Yeah, I saw on Twitter, GamePoop tweeted that someone stole his video. And I hate that. I hate the fact that someone would do that. I'm sorry, GamePoop. There's no dual audio comments. Oh, yeah, you're right. There is no dual audio comments. It's another good thing. People are pure now. People are being pure right now. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's just start this thing up. We're going to watch through. We're going to be discussing as we go along. I'll be pausing as we go along, and we're going to be discussing, all right? All right. Anyway, let's get started with this thing.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Treehouse Live here at E3 2017. I'm Matthew, joined here again by Rich from Treehouse, and we have 2 special guests today, Mr. Takahashi from Monolith Soft and Mr. Yokota from Nintendo in Japan. Today Raymond's going to be interpreting for us, and we're here to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Sorry about that. Set us up here, Rich. What are we looking at?
Cool. So if you've watched the trailer, you already got a bit of a taste of what the world and the story looks like. So we're going to kind of go a little bit deeper into the combat system and talk.
Oh yeah, just so you all know, I have seen this. I have seen this entire stream beforehand, but I did not pay attention to anything they were saying the entire time. So this is like new to me. This is like new to me. In terms of like what we're what's the word? What we're learning. I do not really understand what a lot of the gameplay is like. I've judged it purely on visuals alone, and I have not heard anything they have to say. Anyway, let's just get back to it.
Talk about what makes Xenoblade Chronicles 2 special. Right now we're looking at, I'm going to do a little bit of story stuff, I have to admit. And I'm going to have Mr. Takahashi do some explanations of the world as we're playing.
All right.
But before we do this, I want to get into a bit of the combat so that you can get a sense of what's happening. Just, you know, as I'm playing and as we're talking. Right now we're looking at the two sort of protagonists. We're looking at Rex on the right and Pyra on the left. It might look like I've got two people in my party right now, but when I get into combat in just a moment, you will see... let's take a look at them real quick.
Ooh.
There's Rex, there's Pyra. Hi, guys.
Hey, Rex and Pyra. Hi, guys.
So once we get into combat, you'll see it's really only Rex who's doing the fighting. Rex is what's called the driver, and then Pyra is his blade. The blade imbues a character with a weapon, with an ability to fight functionally.
I see.
So you can see that he pulls out the Aegis blade, and there, I'm going to try to get a better camera angle on them. You can see Pyra is sort of powering him or charging him up.
So, the sword is going to be called the Aegis? That's what I'm getting from this. That's what I'm getting. The sword is called the Aegis. And people in the comments of the E3 trailer discussion video were kind of getting mad at me because I was just calling Pyra a sword. And I do understand where that's coming from now, because after that, I did look a little bit more into it, and I did find out that Pyra isn't a sword. I'm very confused. It, like what he just said, she powers the sword, and that's how it goes? I don't know. We're gonna learn more, hopefully.
This allows me to do is on the right-hand side, you'll see the new arts palette. People who've played the Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, new arts palette.
Remember the arts palette from previous games. It's been streamlined significantly now, so it's just using the 4 buttons on the right-hand side of the Joy-Con.
Huh? Wait. So we don't have to, like, use the D-pad to look at the arts anymore? We could just use Fluven X... That's where X is, right? Yeah. X, Y, A, B? Dude? Yo. So I'm assuming that to switch weapons, like we'll get into later, you have to use the D-pad. Oh, that's cool! Oh, that's really neat.
As with the previous Xenoblade Chronicles games, attacks are automatic, and with every attack you'll see I'm building up my arts. You can see around the little diamond, I'm kind of building up my attack power. I now have all of them fully charged, and I can trigger an attack. I'm going to launch my anchor shot to pull some HP out, because honestly this first battle that I'm doing right here is a little bit on the tough side with just one person here. So I need to pull as much HP as I can. You'll notice my double spinning edge has a side attack bonus. I'm going to try to get around and demonstrate it. There, you see that little halo.
Also, I hope this is just an audio error, but I noticed this too when I was watching this for the first time. Every single time he hits an enemy, the audio just completely destroys itself. I don't know. The audio completely destroys itself every time he hits an enemy. It's something, once you hear it, you can't unhear it. I don't know. I'm sorry for saying it, but yeah. What do we got going on in the chat here? I think this means based on the slots, you can have up to 12 arts per character. Yeah, that's probably how it's going to go. I feel like it'll either be like that, or there'll be 4 arts per weapon. So Pyra's gonna have Sword Bash, Double Spinning Edge, Anchor Shot, and whatever this is.
Indicates that I was able to get around and pull off the side attack. It's gonna be hard to get a back attack on him. Oh, he didn't turn... No, that didn't pull off.
Oh.
But every time I'm doing these attacks, as I'm doing my arts, or as I'm doing my basic attacks, I'm sorry, I'm charging my arts. And then as I'm doing my arts, I'm charging up my blade's ability to attack. Using her power. That's the right-hand icon on my arts palette right there. You just saw it went to level 1, and I've got this flame ability. Pull back, and you can see Pyra is charging me up, and I just blasted him, and now he's on fire. He'll be dead in just a moment, so we'll do some more combat stuff after that. Now, right now, I'm just showing you what the absolute basics are about, so that I can start layering some additional complexity on. And what, you know, it's a very deep RPG, and I want you guys to be able to understand what I'm talking about here. As I'm going into this next battle, though, I wanted to ask Takahashi-san a question. the first time I heard the name of this game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, my first question was, why is this Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
Why is it 2?
To Xenoblade Chronicles X or
This is what everyone was asking. We were all wondering, why is it Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I feel like he's asking that for a different reason. We're all asking that because why is Xenoblade Chronicles getting a sequel when X is the one that actually needed a sequel? Huh. Just so you all know, I'm not mad that this game is getting a sequel. I just wish X actually got a sequel because the story wasn't complete. The story was not complete. And Xenoblade, in my opinion, don't spoil it in the chat. We're not going to talk spoilers here. But Xenoblade Chronicles had a perfect ending, no matter how you look at, in my opinion, of course. In my opinion, it had a perfect ending. Everything was tied up. No loose ends were left unturned. It was just left open to interpretation. Like, what happened after that with Xenoblade X, they were sequel baiting so hard. It's like, we were building up to something, right? I mean, maybe we'll get Xenoblade 2. Maybe we'll get Xenoblade X2 in, like, 2020. I don't know. Huh. They did say, I did hear that this is going off the X engine, so that's probably why we're hearing the reused sound effects. I heard a reused sound effect earlier, at least, with the little, you know. Anyway.
some other suffix.
今回のタイトルを最初に聞いたとき、ゼノブレイド2というタイトルなんですが、思ったのがなぜ今回は2なんでしょうか。ゼノブレイド X の次の
I heard him say Xenoblade X
なかったんでしょうか。
そうですね。今回はゼノブレイドクロニクス X の場合はかなりオープンワールドをベースにした探索メインのゲームだったんですけれども、今回どちらかというとゼノブレイド1に近い、リニアなストーリードリブンなゲーム性を目指して作ってますので、あえて今回は2とさせていただきました。
So when we were developing Xenoblade Chronicles X, it's really a game driven through exploration and in an open world. And with Xenoblade Chronicles, it was really story driven. And this time we want to create a story driven narrative and game.
Good.
And so we opted to go with Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Good.
Thanks.
Personally, I really, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Xenoblade X, but I liked Xenoblade X a lot. But the thing was, I like the more story-driven narrative better in a JRPG more than I do more of a world-based exploration RPG. You know, look at the chat really quick. When we get Xenoblade Chronicles X2, I will wake up my entire neighborhood by screaming. Relatable. I like how there seems to be some weight behind the attacks. Yeah, that's really good. If you guys they haven't explained this yet, but you can't auto attack and move around anymore. You have to be standing still, and only then will Rex, in this case, swing his sword and actually attack the enemy without doing any arts. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I usually go willy-nilly with moving around, whether it's just for style or it's for just to get the upper hand on the enemy by going behind them and attacking them, you know? I don't know. It's going to be weird for me, but I think I'll get used to it. It's just kind of weird for me, I guess.
That answers a lot of questions because we do have a very strong character focus in this game, and we'll be showcasing a few more of the characters who make up your party in a minute. I do want to point out, by the way, that where we are in development right now, there's still a lot of polish that's going on, so the graphics look really great.
Oh, something else I want to talk about really quick here that I saw someone bring up on Twitter. The landmark icon. Just the way this looks. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles had to do with time in a way, you know, because of, like, the Monado. But this gives me a Final Fantasy 13-2 vibe, and if you don't know what that game was about, that game was about time travel. So, I don't know, this, with the gears and, like, how they spin as this goes, go back. With how the gears spin and how it goes, it makes me feel like this game is going to be time travel focused in a way, because, I mean, the Monado is obviously not going to be in the game, because we got the Aegis now, as the sword is probably going to be called. So does that have time travel capabilities, or does it have any time-based abilities? I'm interested in what, if this means anything, or if I'm just looking way too deep into it.
Look really great already. You can see off in the distance. You can. We'll talk a bit about the world, but you can see how much I have to explore before.
It looks so good.
But in the months that we have left in development, we're going to see a lot of polish going on. So bear that in mind as we're playing. Right now, I'm looking out across this field, and up here you see the head of the Titan on whose back we're riding. Over here you can see the Cloud Sea. I want to point out that one thing that makes this game very different from other games is all of the land masses are really Titans. You're walking on the backs of these gigantic monsters. This is the only place you live. You fly around on airships or you ride on the backs of Titans, but there's no land mass. Other than perhaps you might be able to see a hint of the World Tree that we saw in the trailer there. But we'll be getting into that a little bit later on. Now, Matt, you had a question about this, an observation that you'd made when we were talking.
Yeah, right. So, of course, you see the verticality there, and you just mentioned that these are Titans that we're exploring right now. And in the original Xenoblade Chronicles game, we had two bodies of land, Bionis and Mechanis, and that kind of set up how you explored that game, and it really kind of drew out the story as well. I was wondering, for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, how did you go about building this world, and how do the Titans play into it?
Alright, he's talking, so they're going to translate in a minute. So, how many Titans are there going to be? I mean, I think they talk about this a little later from the little bits of the stream I heard, but how many Titans are there going to be? Because they're saying there's no, like, landmass, and they're saying everything is, like, on the backs of Titans, and, you know, in Xenoblade Wii, it was like that, too, but are they trying to say there's going to be more than just one or two? I don't know. I'm hoping. I mean, that'd be cool. Honestly, like seeing gigantic Titans everywhere. I don't know. If there's no landmass, then okay. So there you go on airships, and there's a sea of clouds, and there's a gigantic tree sticking out of nothing. So is there a ground below the clouds? Are we getting skyward sorted here? I don't know. Wait, did he just fish? Hold up. What just happened? What just happened? I looked away for a minute. Collectible. He just stuck his hand into the pond and fish came out. Steel salmon. Wait, the real question, where are the robots? This is a good question because I only noticed it with a tweet someone posted and said, we're missing the most important part of Xenoblade 2 so far. And they posted a picture of every Xeno game before it having something to do with robots. You know, Xenoblade Chronicles had the Mechon, Xenoblade X had the Skells, Xenogears had the Gears, Xenosaga had, I don't know, I haven't played Xenosaga. But, yeah, so that's another thing. Are there going to be robots in this game? Because it just wouldn't feel right if there weren't some giant robots in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm waiting for the giant robots. They better be in the game. I mean, you don't have to ride them or anything. They could just be enemies, and that'd be nice. I'm just hoping there's some sort of giant robots in this video game. Garanti plane. Huh. Maybe giant robots could be an upgrade to your airship? That could be. What if the drivers and blades replace giant robots? I mean, that'd be interesting, but I don't think they should replace giant robots entirely. I don't know. I like my giant robots and my Xenoblades.
And so I think you will notice as you play this game that these Titans really play an even more of a core role in the game and the story itself. And as you see here, the Titan you see here is kind of like this giraffe-like Titan walking on all fours in a long neck. But there are Titans that are in humanoid form. There are Titans that look like whales. So there's all different kinds of Titans.
All different kinds of Titans.
Have a specific type of landscape that they have on their back. So like you see here, there's this one has a lot of lush greenery, and you'll see other Titans may have a snowfield. Other ones are just water-based. So they all play a different role, and they all have a very distinct existence within this world. And I think that you'll find it fun exploring, and that's really a big part of the story.
Awesome, thank you very much.
So what they're trying to say here is, like Xenoblade Chronicles, the Bionis had tons of different landscapes. You know, we had Gower Plain, we had Valak Mountain, we had Machina Forest, we had the jungle area, grassy area, icy area. So they're saying all these titans are going to be different areas themselves. So, that's interesting. So we're going to have like a whole titan that's like Valak Mountain and a whole titan that's like the Gower Plain, which is what we're appear to be on right now. That's interesting. If we have a whole titan that's a cave level, though, I'm going to be kind of upset. I don't like cave levels in anything. I mean, Tephra Cave was cool, but I don't want to go back.
No, I've been holding off on getting into more combat because I want to show off another element of the game.
Ooh! Oh, this is the thing where I said everyone's a sword. this is why I said I think it's this part. Here we go.
Pyra is Rex's blade.
Yeah.
But I actually have another blade with me here, Fudor, and I'm going to conjure forth a new blade. Earlier in the battle, in my very first battle, I picked up this core crystal.
Huh.
Right here. I use this.
Can I just say I really like these menus. I just want to say that anyway.
Core crystal to pull out new blades. When I summon a new blade or conjure a new blade into existence from these core crystals, they bring with them a new weapon type, and then I get access to new arts. And I'll talk a little bit more about that too, but I wanted to ask Mr. Takahashi to explain a little bit about the relationship between blades and drivers and where that came from.
Oh, here we go. Please explain. Anyway, this is where I was saying in the trailer video where Rex had a gun and an axe. We already saw the axe on his like weapon select, but now we see the gun, which is named Kirim. So we make dudes who give you the power to use weapons? That's what I'm getting.
ブレードと呼ばれて今コアクリスタルが誕生したんですけれども、これはプレイヤーに対してドライバーに対して力を与えて、
You can have so many moving dudes and blades. This is so crazy. Blades that can be guns.
今、3人ついてますけれども、アタッカー、タンク、ヒーラー、大きく分けてこの3つの、力を持ったブレイドをプレイヤーが自由に組み立てていって自分のプレイスタイルに
We're getting the party members out. Here we go.
で、今、
No, okay, never mind. Okay.
キャラクターは今3人なんですけども、これ以外にも様々な姿を持った
There we go.
能力と姿を持ったブレイドが
There we go. Party members.
存在します。なのでこれをゲーム中に集めていって自分のプレイスタイル、好きなプレイスタイルで遊んで
It's also a gun.
できるようになっています。
So as you saw in the menu option there, you had 3 different blades, you know, the beams that came out of the core crystal. And as you explained earlier, Rich, these blades provide power and strength to the driver that they're connected with. And as you see here, there's only 3, but there are actually many different types of blades, and they all take many different forms, and they all have different attributes and skills that they bestow on the driver. And but they all kind of separate into 3 kind of main categories, which is attacker, healer, and tank. And so based on the type of gameplay and playstyle that you have, you can mix and rearrange these blades to really fit your playstyle, and it gives you a lot of freedom into controlling how you play the game. And it's really, and there's a lot of fun to be had in collecting and finding these blades as well.
Now, I've just been slaughtering some herbivores while we were talking there. But now that I've added a few extra people into my party, you'll see I've got Nia and Tora here, each of them with their own supporting characters, say.
Alright, so the Nopon's name is Tora. Now, is that the one Tetsuya Nomura designed? Because I thought the one he designed was named Torin. I don't know, people were telling me in the comments, the dude Nomura designed is Torin, or Tora, and they said it's the Nopon. I'm like, I don't think he designed the Nopon, did he? If he did, then okay. I mean, I wouldn't expect it. He doesn't look like a Tetsuya Nomura character. He just looks like a Nopon with clothes. Except not Tatsu, so it's okay.
Right now, I have 3 blades at my disposal just for Rex. And I can swap between them once they've charged up adequately. I added these people to my party in part because Tora is a tank. That's what he's best.
Well, yeah, Nopons are always tanks.
Aggro from, I got the,
Ricky was the best tank, man. I think it was either Ricky or Ryan. Ricky got like 999,000 HP by the end of Xenoblade, by the end of my Let's Play. Oh, good times. I'm glad to have a playable Nopon back. That's what I'm like really happy about, to be honest. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I am happy.
Field Armu's kid is now angry at me too. I probably shouldn't have attacked Dad.
We can see that he's getting the Argo because of that red circle around him, right?
Yeah, so he's got all of... Oh, that didn't look great. He's got all of the aggression of the enemy centered on him, freeing me up to move around into different positions and pull off some of my side and back attacks. Now, the arts palette in the past has been a fairly complicated menu system to navigate. What seems to be the case in this game now is we've got the arts palette of just a handful of buttons on the right-hand side, but we've also got the blades on the left-hand side. When I swap between blades, I can bring out a new set of arts. So instead of having to navigate any menus, I have all of them at my fingertips. I can just tap the blade that I want to bring into battle, which they're charging up right now. I may kill this guy before I get any blades in here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to swap over to Fudor. I just brought him in. He's got his axe. He comes out with all of his arts ready to go. And you'll see that I have some special abilities that I can use for different conditions. As with the previous Xenoblade games, we've had like break and topple conditions. Those conditions exist here as well as a few new ones that can chain together.
So topple and break are back, so that's good. Now we actually have some strategy to the combat. I feel like Xenoblade X didn't have too much strategy to the combat, because it came down to pretty much just like using every art that was possible. It didn't feel like there was a strategy there half the time. With Xenoblade Wii, it was always like break, topple, figure out what this enemy is really weak to, you know. Anyway, interesting message in the chat here from Silver Platinum. Torna is apparently an organization consisting of the masked dude and the guy Rex was fighting in the trailer. So Nomura designed an entire organization? So he designed Masked Yelf. He designed Masked Yelf. See in the next video up. He designed Masked Yelf. Huh. That's interesting. I did not know that. That's interesting. But you can do infinite overdrive. This is true. This is true, infinite overdrive. Too bad I'm not good at that. Everyone's saying yeah, I know overdrive was a thing, but it's just you just go really fast and then German music plays. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean like the singer for that song was speaking German in Werfliegen. The overdrive music. Anyway, back to Xenoblade 2.
Rex right now doesn't have any, I'll just go ahead and attack him here. Rex doesn't have any ability to break or topple, so I'm relying on my other...
He can press A to chill, though. Rex can press A to chill.
...characters to do that for me. And they're not really...
Oh, shoot! No! I didn't mean to click that! I clicked my favorite video. Where were we? Gosh darn it. I had my stupid bookmarks bar up. Oh, I should get rid of that. But then I have to redo the whole layout. Dang it. Oh, well. I pressed the wrong button. Jesus. I was trying to click on something. Kingu Crimson. Oh my god. I didn't mean to click that. Jesus. I don't have anything bad at my bookmarks bar, but I always get spooked when I click on something when I'm like talking to people. Oh my god, Jesus. I'm sorry. I had one job, I'm sorry. Anyway. I think I broke it. I don't remember what part of the video we were at. We were like 10 minutes in. Oh.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm gonna go about 10 minutes in. I think that's where we were at. Does it play? Alright, it plays. Let me just get the quality back up. There we go. Quality queen. King of Crimson. Wait, what did I solve? What problem did I solve? Wait, Anish, what problem did I solve?
Just for Rex.
Let me go back a little.
Categories.
Alright, there we go.
Attacker, healer, and tank.
Yeah, I was talking about classes.
And collecting and finding these blades as well.
Okay.
dead.
We can see that he's getting the Argo because of that red circle around him, right?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, the red circle determines your aggro. I can't see the... Oh, whatever. It's okay, we're fine.
Got all of, oh, that didn't look great. He's got all of the aggression of the enemy centered on him, freeing me up to move around into different positions and pull off some of my side and back attacks. Now, the arts palette in the past has been a fairly complicated menu system to navigate.
Alright, I think we're back.
What
Alright.
seems to be the case in this game now is we've got the arts palette of just a handful of buttons on the right-hand side, but we've also got the blades on the left-hand side. When I swap between blades, I can bring out a new set of arts. So instead of having to navigate any menus, I have all of them at my fingertips. I can just tap the blade that I want to bring into battle, which they're charging up right now. I may kill this guy before I get any blades in here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to swap over to Fudor. I just brought him in. He's got his axe. He comes out with all of his arts ready to go. And you'll see that I have...
I'm still laughing that I accidentally pressed that bookmark. I'm sorry. I'm just waiting for it to get back to where we were, and I'm just laughing about it. Oh gosh, I apologize. I should not have my bookmarks bar up and ready for me to click and make mistakes with.
Some special abilities that I can use for different conditions. As with the previous Xenoblade games, there's been we've had like break and topple conditions. Those conditions exist here, as well as a few new ones that can chain together. Rex right now doesn't have any. I'll just go ahead and attack him here. Rex doesn't have any ability to break or.
He can
topple,
chill
so I'm
though.
relying on my other characters to do that for me, and they're not really into it right now. But we'll probably knock this guy out and move on to a new battle. But I can chain off of my allies' attacks in order to trigger not just break and topple combos, but also blade combos. I'm sorry, I can't resist grabbing all of the all of the loot.
And these combos that you're talking about, it's great that you have everything at your fingertips. It's literally 2 button presses to get to any art. So
It's so nice that you just press... You can just press the arts. You don't have to, like, navigate with the D-pad. I think, what, in Xenoblade 3D, it's like... You have to use the 3DS D-pad to navigate the arts, and I always felt like it should be the L and R buttons that do that. Or is it the... I don't know what buttons. I haven't played Xenoblade 3D in a while. I should get back to that. But, with, like, Xenoblade Wii, I played it with a classic controller for a majority of the playthrough, and I liked it that way, but it was always kind of weird when I wanted to move out of an enemy's way and select my arts at the same time, because they're binding to the D-pad, so it's kind of hard. Anyway, what's going on in the chat right now? It's so weird how realistic the enemies look compared to the characters. Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that with the new art style. I don't think it's bad by any means still, but it is kind of jarring how they clash with the enemies, because I feel like in Xenoblade Wii, it was the perfect, like, blend of the characters, like, realism and anime in terms of, like, meshing with the world and the monsters. And now it's, like, everyone looks like they're in an anime, and then these monsters all look like they're right out of Monster Hunter. But I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Wii Remote was best control for Xenoblade 1 because you can move and shift through arts. Yeah, you're right. This is true. I just feel like the camera was hard to control, so that's why I switched off to a classic controller, like, a little bit into the playthrough. And I don't think the 3DS version is, like, problems scrolling through arts. I'm just saying that I like how it's going to be more easy to navigate. It's going to feel more like an action RPG. Maybe? Hopefully. That'd be fun. I mean, I think it's going to be fun either way, but still.
set up, and they have to be timed specifically, so it's great to have it so close at your fingertips to get those off.
Wait, more gentle herbivores. Come back here.
Come back here.
Oh no, you're so fast. You're like a gazelle.
武器を抜いてるとちょっと歩きが遅くなってし
Yeah,
ま
I
う
can
ので
just target someone else.
Yeah, so you know, if you have your weapon drawn out, you actually travel a little bit slower than you would normally.
I was not going to catch that guy. We'll just fight someone else. Evolution's been very good to them. So now I've got, let's see, Tora's drawing aggro. Nia is a healer, and so she's doing her healing attacks. She's actually pulling HP for me. Oh, there's a break. I'm not going to charge up Fudor in time to take advantage of that break, although if there's a topple, I may have a chance. I don't think we're going to get topple off of that.
Oh.
Now, one thing I didn't get a chance to talk about before that oh, he's been launched. Someone else launched.
What the floof?
Oh, the launch was...
I think
it's passed.
Yeah.
So you can, like, launch dudes in this... Wait. You're just gonna casually go over that? What the flip? You just launched him, this big dude up in the air?
Now, one thing I didn't get a chance to talk about before that
The Nopon did that!
he's been launched.
What the Look at Rex. Look at this picture of Rex. Look at that. They launched him up into the air, dude. Everything about this picture. We're just not going to talk about this? So you can, like, launch enemies up into the air like a Final Fantasy 13 type thing. Holy floof. That's crazy. Much later in the video, they show that there's an art that, like, spins an enemy in midair, and it looks really funny. But you can just straight up launch dudes into the air now? This is crazy! Holy floof, dude. Wow. I did not know this. This is crazy. Rex needs to press A to chill. This is true. Oh my gosh.
Someone else launched him. Oh, the launch was...
I think
it's passed.
Yeah.
I was going to show off another of the abilities, but we'll get another opportunity in a second, because I wanted to talk about the blade art, or the blade abilities right now. Nia's using one of her blade abilities, Poison, and you can, or actually it was Toxin, and now she's poisoned this Buffalo.
Balufo. Balufo, you floofers.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's new to this, but many people may have seen that there's a lot of classic enemies from the original game too, like Bunnets.
Balufo.
Rotbart's also here. Anyway.
Balufo. I'm gonna go with that for now.
Dude, they're trying to guess Rex's age in the chat. Rex... That's kind of hard to say. I don't know, his voice makes him sound young. I feel like he's gonna be like 15 or 16. I mean, I'm 16 and my voice still sounds like this. I mean, my voice used to be a very much higher pitched way back, but... I don't know. I feel like me and Rex have a similar pitch. I feel like he's gonna be 16. Oh, anyway. He looks like a kid, so he's 50. Probably. -4? Alright, now you're just going crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna guess around 15 or 16. Maybe 14. I feel like there's a lot more child anime protagonists these days. Not these days, just like in general, so... He's probably around a 14 to 16 age range. I don't think he'd be over that.
But we'll keep attacking these gentle creatures of the night.
Attacking these gentle creatures.
And see what attacks we can trigger. One thing I'm kind of holding off on for now is I don't necessarily want to go into the main field because there are going to be some things that will kill me, and I'll show you getting killed inevitably. It's just going to happen.
Right.
Another thing I want to talk about is my basic attacks will trigger automatically, of course.
Yeah, here we go.
In previous games, if I'm moving, they're not going to trigger.
Yeah.
I have to stop.
So if you're not moving, they're not going to trigger. I always found that interesting ever since I heard it.
And think about where I want to be in order to do my basic attacks.
Something else about that is you don't want to move around all the time either, because each automatic attack is a little bit different. You have 3 steps to that, right?
1, 2, 3. So you can see that the basic attack is a combo. And as I'm building up my arts, I can also trigger. You see that little blue ring was me triggering an art off of my basic attack that helps me charge up a little bit faster and may do a little bit more damage.
Right.
I got it again right there.
Huh.
So
I feel like since you're not moving around and auto-attacking now, it's gonna be easier to... I mean, it's not gonna be easier to do anything. I feel like the attacks just look more powerful now that you're not moving around and using them. You know, Rex looks like he's putting a lot of power into those swings. Like, with Shulk, he just casually swings the Monado. You know, he's probably older than Rex, so that makes sense. But Rex is just swinging the ages. He's like... He looks like he's putting so much power into those swings. It just feels satisfying to watch, you know? Like, gosh. I don't know. Maybe it's just me with satisfying combat. It just looks nice to watch.
Even though some of the battle may feel very automatic, there are a lot of real-time actions that you're taking in order to build up your arts and to build up your blade abilities as well. I have my flame ability ready right now.
Oh, Rex can flame?
I'll finish him off with
he
it.
can't. Oh yeah, they showed us off earlier. Oh,
I'm sorry, Pyro.
That looks really cool.
Looks like you got
oh no, I got
Look, he can blaze it. He can blaze it.
Just collateral damage, pal. And now you're gone. I'm going to move into some more challenging enemies. The Oasis, where all of the gentle creatures come for a nice sip of water, is maybe not the nicest place I could be.
I feel like this guy doesn't know anything about Xenoblade, and he's just making comments about how he's killing all the gentle enemies. But to be honest, I feel like we all feel this way. We're like, I just need some EXP. Let me go kill the gentle creatures who have done nothing to hurt me. You know, nothing too bad.
So I'm going to There was something else you had.
Yeah, sure. While you're running around here, let me ask Takashi-san. In a lot of your games, you prefix the titles with Xeno. I was wondering, just in general, what does the word Xeno mean?
Oh, he's gonna talk about the word Xeno. Alright. I didn't hear this.
はい、まあゼノという言葉自体が異質とか
Xeno means drama, that's why I put Keemstar in a lot of my games.
まあ僕ら
The Keemnado? The power to see drama in the future?
普段他の人と一緒に暮
The
らして
power to see drama that's about to happen. So he can report it before anyone else. I'm so, why did Game Poop post that in the chat? I'm dead.
でそれ
Oh, we can see Nia with her Tron light cycles here. Not light cycles, light
で
discs.
そういったドラマの部分をゲームの部分にもうまく落とし込めたらいいなと思って常に、ゼノというタイトルを
Her light cycles.
So the word Xeno really means like something different or something kind of not familiar. And I think in life when we're living, you know, you meet different people and they have different personalities, different backgrounds, and it's the drama between the interaction between those people that create the drama of life.
The drama?
I thought that it would be great if I can drop that drama into video games, and that's why I add Xeno to a lot of my games.
Huh.
Awesome. Thank you
That's
very
interesting. So he put Xeno in because it means different. It means like the drama between people. So does that mean the next Xeno game is gonna star Keemstar and it's gonna be called Xeno Drama Alert? Would the opposite of the Keem Blade be the Leafy Blade? We need to stop. I think that's interesting though. The Xeno means just like different. So that's why every Xeno game's like a different experience, you know. Even though Xenoblade X was called Xenoblade X and not like Xeno World, I think it still works because it's like a spiritual successor and it is different. So that works. So I guess Xenoblade 2 is gonna be different than Xenoblade Wii, but it's gonna be more similar in structure. That's what I get. Xeno Drama Alert, more like News with Shulk. When's News with Shulk coming back, guys? Would you all watch that if I brought it back? I bet no one even knows what I'm talking about. If you want to know what News with Shulk is, go to my channel and look it up. It's hilarious. I mean, I think it's hilarious. I remember News with Shulk. Anyway.
Now, I went over and attacked this much more ferocious series of Ferrises, and they're pack animals, so they started calling in their buddies, and so this battle's going on a lot longer now. Do a little area of attack, see if I can... Is anyone going to be able to topple him, though? That's the real question I have. Because I want to hang out here and see if I can pull a...
You know what else? I'm a fan of weapons that take long to hit, but hit hard when they do hit. I really like that, so I like this axe weapon. It just seems like he's putting so much power into swinging it, and it's doing a good amount of damage. I don't know. What's he going to use?
A topple combo out of this.
Ooh!
I did that a little bit early.
What?
Right.
What just... Oh, okay, he threw the axe up into the air. Something happened. Alright.
Now I've triggered the chill effect. You can see the chill bars slowly trickling down. If I were to pull off another... Oh, down he goes. If I had time to pull off another blade art, you would get a chance to see one of those blade combos. We will have an opportunity to demonstrate that as we get deeper into this level. But for right now... You look big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you're angry. Oh, good. I don't feel so bad.
Komodo fire.
Animals.
What is this? Rambunctious I wrote this as rambunctious Velcro. Rambunctious Velcro.
Interesting about this take on the Xenoblade, the familiar elements of Xenoblade. In the previous game, for example, you had the ability to identify how aggressive an enemy was and how they would spot you. You could see the little eye to indicate that they had a visual range, or you would see whether they were detecting you by sound. And as I mentioned, more importantly, you could tell if they were aggressive enough to attack you on sight. You don't have that in this game, and it's because you're intended now to learn more about the enemies. Oh,
what the heck? He just like did a front flip when he hold up, go back to that. What did he do? He like front flipped when he toppled him?
As I mentioned, more importantly, you could tell if they were aggressive enough to attack you on sight. you don't have that in this game, and
oh, come on, do it.
You're intended now to learn more about.
Look at that! He like drilled him, and then he front flipped and died.
Topple, do it. Oh,
so did Rex. Rex also did the same thing.
But there's... All right, buddy. There we go. We'll see if we can do it. I didn't get a chance to switch over to Fudor in time to take advantage of that topple. But this time around, you're meant to study the animals. You're meant to study their behaviors and learn through your experiences. You might die along the way. I certainly will.
Study the animals.
But I'll just use this.
Xeno Nature Simulator. What's he gonna do? The power of the Monado?
Ability. Just keep firing off abilities.
Oh, you know what I'd love to see? The return of like limb damage from Xenoblade Chronicles X. You know, like the appendage damage when you could like cut off stuff's tails, you can cut off legs and stuff. You could like damage different parts of the enemy's bodies. I actually liked that quite a lot, and how it like diminished how an enemy would attack you. I think that'd be cool. To bring back. I hope they bring that back. That'd be nice. I doubt they will though. But it'd be cool, because, like, seeing an axe cut off this monster's tail, oh, that'd be really neat.
My specials. But you'll learn their behaviors, and you'll learn how to fight them through experience. And through repeated
spin
death
attack
over and over again. I'm going to trigger Tora's Shard ability now. You can see it charging through his support and doing serious knockback. Shard is still in play. If I were to trigger with a complementary ability, again, I would be able to chain off of that. Now, in order to demonstrate some of that, I am going to start. I'll grab some HP. I already healed up, but in order to demonstrate that, I'm going to have to...
this is odd. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about that. I am back. I had to go do something, but I am now back. People in the chats. Gosh darn it. I left so people said the. Anyway, I'm back. Anyway, a family member called. I needed to help with something, but I am back now. That was quick. Anyway, let us get back to the video. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we saw any jumping in this vid. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I did not see any jumping throughout this entire gameplay demonstration. So, I wonder if that's still going to be a thing, because every Xenoblade game so far has had jumping. Huh. I don't know. That'd be odd. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Head in the direction of town.
Direction of town.
So I can show you, it's not just fighting. There's a fairly sizable town on the back of this Titan.
Pyro jumps
Now,
a bit
one
later?
thing that we talked about earlier is the way in which the setting shapes the lives of the people in this world. In this town,
You see him? You see him there? There he is!
That's
That's a tough enemy.
Rot Bart!
Let's just show you what that looks like, because
Gosh, I'm an idiot, right? Back when everyone was like talking about this on Twitter as it was happening, everyone was saying, "It's Rot Bart!" And I was like, who's Rot Bart? I never knew that Rot Bart was like a meme. I never knew that he was in X, that he was in Xenoblade Wii. I never noticed Rot Bart, but now I know that Rot Bart is a big meme. So in Xenoblade X2, I'm going to be looking for him right outside of the New LA. Someone needs to Photoshop territorial Rot Bart onto the I had to do it to him meme. You know, the sidewalk? Someone needs to put territorial Rot Bart there. Put the level 81 above his head. Gosh, I never floofing knew Rot Bart was a meme, but I guess now he's a meme. How did I never notice him? Anyway.
there's a one hit. I didn't even get my sword out in time. All right, so can we even? That's another one hit. He is very territorial.
I had to do it to him.
I've got my party bar charged up a little bit, so I can bring Tora back. Oh, just in case you die.
Oh.
Now, as I mentioned before, when you die, did I mention this? Who knows?
When you die in the game, you die in real life?
You are set back to your latest checkpoint. You don't really lose anything in the process, though. So it's like, it's educational. I just had a very educational death right there.
Educational death by Rot Bart.
But I had a question for Takahashi-san about the lives of the people who live on the backs of these titans in all of these different environments that form up or that form the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
このゼノブレイドの世界を作るいろいろなタイタン、巨人に住んでいる人たちについて少しお話しいただけますでしょうか。
はい、今ここに
Leaf Camille. Camille?
キリン型の
Wait, Rot Bart missed an attack? He missed an attack? Oh, they're level 9! What the floof? That's so weird. Level 81 missed an attack.
木材の産業が非常に発達している場所なんですね。で、ここでは割と
Tyrants definitely sound more menacing than unique enemies. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I feel like unique enemies is just a staple, though. Tyrants are cool sounding, but it's like they're just bigger enemies. I mean, that's the same thing with like unique enemies, but still, I don't know. It's weird. What do you guys think the max level for this game will be? All right, so Xenoblade X, his max level cap was 60. So you know what this game's gonna be? Max level cap 10. Anyway, max level cap 10, boys. We're gonna get to level 10, then never level up again. All right. Do you see? They're so close to the level cap in this game. Level cap of 10. Hopefully, I'm hoping for this. You level up one level every 5 hours of the game. Side quests or not. Level cap of 10. I'm not joking, guys. There better be a level 1 mode like Kingdom Hearts. I feel like Xenoblade would not work with the level 1 mode because in Kingdom Hearts, the combat in level 1 mode is about strategy, right? You gotta like make sure you don't get floofing hit and you gotta block and stuff. With Xenoblade, it's not really action oriented for the most part. You can't like block, you can't like do crazy like combos like you can in Kingdom Hearts, you know. I feel like that would not work, to be honest, but it could work. I just don't feel like it would. Anyway.
種族もかなりたくさん種族いますので、それぞれのアルスにそれぞれの異なった種族が住んでいて、それぞれがまあ
Little did we know this whole time they were talking about Rot Bart in Japanese.
生存競争を繰り広げている、そんな感じの世界観になっています。
So as you see here, this titan is called Galmont, and it's the giraffe-like titan. And as you see, there's a lot of
what is a giraffe?
Greenery and nature. So lumber is a very booming industry in this world, and so once you go into town, you'll see that there's a lot of humanoid characters, people that live there, and they make a living out of doing woodcraft. And but if you go to, say, a different titan, there are other ones that are more militaristic in nature, and each Titan has
Whoa,
a
whoa,
different,
whoa!
set of
Did you see that? There was like the monster level icons were freaking out. Look at this.
other ones
They were
that
like
are
turning
more
in squares.
militaristic in nature, and each
Whoa,
Titan
chill.
has a different set of species that live there and have a different lifestyle that they.
So what they're saying is that there's gonna be like, you know, we had the Bionis and the Mechonis, and the Bionis was like filled with very lively, naturey stuff, and the Mechonis was filled with more mechanical stuff. So each of the Titans are gonna be like that. That's interesting. Are we gonna have like a bunch of different races? Ooh, that'd be cool.
live based off. And this world is created with a lot of diversity in terms of Titans and the species and the lifestyles that that everybody has.
You can see there's a bit of a lumber storage yard.
Lumber
here.
storage.
Lumber company. Massive toppled trees here.
Toppled
Another thing I
trees.
want to point out, you've probably already noticed there's a day-night cycle in the game. We're just fighting our way through a really rough evening.
No pawn is confirmed.
There are weather cycles, but because we're in this sea of clouds, basically, this sea also has a tide, and the clouds will rise and fall and ebb and flow with the passage of time.
Huh.
And
The
that
passage of
rising
fate.
and falling will obscure or give you access to different areas within the world. So there are places that you'll be able to get to when the tides are low.
Oh, Pyra jumped? Hold up. Go back. Go back then.
With falling will
I missed this.
basically cycles, but a really rough evening. So there is a day-night cycle. There are weather cycles, but because we're in this
I want to see Pyra
sea
jump.
of clouds, basically, this sea also has a tide, and the clouds will rise and fall and ebb and flow with the
Come on,
passage of
jump!
time. And
Jump!
that rising and falling will
Jump!
obscure or give you access to different areas.
I don't care about your
within
cloud
the world.
access.
There
I
are
want to see
places
your
that
jump.
you'll be able to get to when the tides are low that you can't access when the tides are high.
Let her jump.
It's another way in which the world itself.
Dang
is
it. Did someone send it to me? Just Dave photoshopped the rot part. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. He photoshopped rot part. You know I had to do it to him. Anyway.
Forming the design of the game and the look and feel of this world.
Earlier? Do I have to go back? I want to see her jump. I want to see her jump.
That everybody has.
Watch
You
the
can see,
Pyra.
There's a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
of,
lumber.
lumber
Yeah.
storage yard here. There's a lumber company.
Come on,
Massive,
jump.
Toppled trees here.
Come on.
One other thing I want to point out, you've
Come on.
probably already noticed there's a day-night cycle.
Oh, there she is! Holy shoot! Why did I freak out so much at that?
Point out, you've
She can jump!
probably already noticed.
This
there's a
sword can jump! Look at her zoom! Look at her zoom! She's zoomed. Oh my, that's a long jump. Wow.
cycle in the game. We're just finding
Dang!
our way
So we
through,
can't. So the swords can jump. So human jumping is not confirmed. Sword jumping, that's the new wave dash tech. It's been confirmed, alright? Wave dash jump confirmed. So the swords can wave dash, but we can't wave dash.
itself is informing.
Yeah, Monado jump confirmed.
Look and feel of this world.
Another thing
I like the cloud tide thing, though. The cloud tide thing seems interesting. So you're gonna have to wait for the clouds to like go low or high, so you can get to certain areas. What I want to see is, though, I want to see him jump off the Titans into the clouds, see what happens. Do we fall down to something below the clouds, or do we just floofing die? See, we'll never know. I want to know, though. The minute I get to the game, I'm jumping off the edge of the I'm jumping off the edge of the map. Wherever I see it, I'm jumping. I want to see what happens when you jump off into the clouds. Look at that, there's a tree.
really liked about the very first game is when it went through those day and night cycles, it kind of had the same theme music, but it changed a little bit depending on when it was, and that's back for this game, and I'm really glad because I love the music in these games.
So we're going to take a quick walk through this town.
Torgoth Arch. Dang it.
Just so that you can get a sense
Oh, here's the cool part that I really am excited for. This part looks cool. Hold up, here we go.
of the scope of the world, the number of activities there are in each place. And also, I want to show you something over here. Again, this is very much a story of Rex and Pyra and his allies, very specifically. And at this point, we are
Oh.
new men. There we are. We're wanted men.
Oh, great.
We've got mugshots. I don't know where they got those mugshots. And we've got another
Look.
driver right here who's studying them. He hasn't noticed us yet.
No, not yet.
but-
You can just walk up to dudes with levels on their head and attack them.
Yes,
We noticed him.
Oh, it's you.
He just chopped that dude in the head with an
You're
axe.
the guys from the pictures.
It's you, the guys from the
He
pictures.
has his own blade there as well.
See, he's got his sword too. He's got his sword, man. He's got his stand.
And Tora's drawn his aggro, so he doesn't even notice me. Tora didn't even have his own mugshot up there yet, so he may not even understand what this battle's about. Don't turn
対
around.
象がないキャラクターと戦ってますね。
You're just fighting this
い
dude.
っぱいこういうキャラクター出てきまして、
You can just walk up to dudes and say hello and kill them. Jesus.
ものすごく強いユニークなドライバーとブレードがいますので、まあ、もちろんそういうの戦うと美味しいアイテムとか手に入りますので、ぜひいろんなところにいるやつなんですけど、チャレンジしてほしいので。
You just
And
walk
you'll
up to
find
dudes
that
and
there's
kill
a lot
them.
of unique and interesting characters in this world, and for example, there's a really powerful driver in a blade that's locked up, and if you
look at the walk.
there's a really powerful driver in a blade that's locked up,
Look at this sword walk.
and if you
Anyway, they're talking about drivers and swords being locked up.
decide to challenge him, obviously, if you're able to defeat the character, then you get great items back. But you know, it's a lot of the fun can come from discovering and getting to know these characters and battling with them as well.
Now, one thing before I get too far into the city, I wanted to show off.
Will there be a morality system? So you mean like, since they're wanted, they can do good or bad things to make their image better or worse? I mean, that'd be interesting. I feel like there won't be though, sadly. But I think it'd be cool.
You don't have direct control over your other party members in a regular combat.
Look,
but you can
she's
swap
riding the
between them.
tiger.
So I just wanted to swap over to Nia, who's riding on the back of her blade.
Look, it's her light cycle with her light discs.
Cat-themed character. You can see her ears. So you do have opportunities to swap between the different characters.
Oh,
I'm
this
gonna
looks
get into a
cool.
battle over here. I mentioned that she's a healer. I just want to show you what that looks like with her blade arts.
Look at this.
ニアだけ特別
Light cycles.
この
Ride on your
キ
sword.
ャラで乗れるんですけど
So Nia's got a special blade where she's actually able to ride him.
Yo, this is
And it looks
cool.
great on the field as you're riding on.
Look, he goes right back to it.
Battlefield. So we'll fight a few more rabbits, I think. Just to thin the population. They grow like rabbits. So you can see her arts are a little bit different. She's got a full heal art that's super useful.
Oh, that's nice.
She also has an HP potion art. I'll kill some more rabbits. Why not? It's just.
And then that potion art works really similar to Rex's art that we saw earlier, while the
Yeah.
other healing art is more like a standard, what you would expect, like a healing.
One other thing that she has, and I'll try to charge it up during this battle with this slightly tougher rabbit, is she can initiate the break status.
break.
So if I can trigger that break, maybe by building up my arts a little bit more. This rabbit might die before I get the break. But here,
There it
I'll
is.
trigger the ability. You'll at least see the break happen. And then you see, once I've triggered break, another character might trigger topple.
Huh.
And then another character might trigger the launch status or other
Ooh.
types of status.
Right.
So there's a lot of
Do some
depth
crazy.
to
Look at the other sword was
Yeah.
jumping too. Crazy sword strats here. Look at this. Look at
Other
this sword
types of
jump.
Status.
Right.
Woo!
So there's a lot
Woo!
of depth
He
in
jumped twice.
choosing how you're going to attack, and even choosing who your party lead is going to be. I do want to switch back to Rex.
Switch to the Nopon. I want to see who plays the Nopon.
Be dependent on my allies to trigger those abilities for me. Let's swap blades on the battlefield, back to Pyra. So I'm going to run back through that town, show you a little of the architecture, show you a little of lives of the people.
Are we gonna kill more
Before I run out of
dudes?
time, I do want to take on the big bad at the end, so I can show off some of these more challenging moments.
I'm not gonna get over that. You can just walk up to random dudes who want to fight you, and like you can kill them. Like, you just like what?
And I really
And no one
enjoyed
seems
it.
to care. They're just not like, oh, that's Rex. He killed a dude. They're just like, oh, here's my day. I'm getting a drink.
Demonstrate some of these combos I've been talking about, because
Treadle Windmill Plaza.
serious letdown if I tease it the whole way through and then don't actually show it.
And there's a lot going on in this town. That's what I love about the towns in these games. It feels alive, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, just the ambient chatter of people. You can stop and talk to some of the villagers,
街もすごい賑やかになって
and build an understanding of the world that you're in.
ありがとう
Gonna run out here and just show off. I'm gonna
これ
take
から
a
もっとよく
quick
Oh,
look
this
at the
looks
board.
so nice.
So obviously, you know, as we work
This
on
just looks really good to me so far. I like this a lot.
development, we'll obviously be fleshing out and expanding the town and all the activities you can do in these towns and cities.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Here's another Titan here. I was actually worried that they constructed a warship into the body of this Titan. Well, it's just, it just seemed like it got a
Construct a battleship into the Titan. Jesus.
on him. But Takahashi-san did reassure me that he is still alive.
Good.
Still functioning.
Phew.
But he feel better.
Jeez, militaristic Titans.
I was legitimately worried about this. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna. Oh, that is an enormous windmill. Let's take a look at it. Where is that? Enormous?
That's
oh,
a big. That's what is this horizontal windmill?
So we're gonna run
Okay.
off. Before I get into this boss battle, though, there's a quick fight with some soldiers. Again, this is tied in very closely to the storyline. The existence of this fort and the existence of these soldiers here. Takahashi-san, would you mind speaking about the?
Oh, he's gonna talk about the soldiers.
And their function here.
これから軍人みたいなキャラクターと戦闘が始まるんですが、そこについてストーリーに少しお話しいただけますか。
そうですね。今ここにいる人たち、兵士たちはスペルビアと呼ばれている国の。
Come on, fight the dudes. Fight the dudes. Come on, fight the dudes while he talks. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That looks so. I like the way Rex pulls out his sword. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He's like, whoosh. Gosh. Oh, that looks. It's very Minato-like, and I like it a lot. Then, meanwhile, Nia over here just has her light discs, and that is also cool. And this Nopon's got his pierce the heavens with your drill. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this game. Wait, where's his drill? Well, he's got a shield. Oh. Come back. Drill. Where's his drill? I thought he had a drill.
These soldiers here are actually Imperial soldiers from a different Titan, and they've actually come and invaded Golmod. And so the locals aren't really happy about that, and they're kind of in a position where they're kind of enemies.
Look, wait. His drill's like. I'm sorry, I'm not listening to what he's saying right now. But the drill's like the shield.
They're kind of in a position where they're.
Look at that. He there's like a spirit drill comes out of his shield. That's crazy.
Enemies of Rex and his party as well, and that's the kind of setup that we have going on here.
We're making short work of them though with our party all together. Yeah.
Yo, imagine a Zelda DLC for Xenoblade 2, where Fi. I don't like calling her Fi. I mean, I don't like calling her Fi. I like Fi better. Where I know it's Fi though. Where Fi is a blade and she gives you the Master Sword. Ooh, that'd be neat. Oh, that'd be really cool since it's a Nintendo exclusive. Oh, that'd be really nice. Note that the enemies are named Ardanian. Huh. Wonder what that means. Wonder what that could mean.
Made short work of that.
Huh.
Which is good because with the time that we have left, that might be enough time to beat or be beaten by this upcoming enemy.
About to do an enemy.
I do want to stop off. I do need to. Oh yeah, sorry. That's right.
If Skyrim gets the Master Sword with power of DLC, Xenoblade 2 can too.
Is that even going into the airship is very seamless. There's no loading and transition. You just go right into it.
That's so nice. They said this is. He can jump. Can we jump? The swords have been jumping the whole time. Anyway, yeah, they said this is using the Xenoblade X engine at some. I think I said it at some point here, but I read an article. This is using the Xenoblade X engine, so there's not going to be too much loading, and that's really nice. That's really nice. I hope that the whole game's like that. That'll be really cool. So since cartridges mean less loading times, hopefully that's a thing. About to do an enemy. I was gonna say about to do a boss fight, but then they just said it's an enemy.
I mean, this cargo room that we're fighting in is tremendous.
Bomber domes.
All we can show is this section, but it really is.
He looks like Zord. He looks like Zord. I just want to say that. That's what I want. That's all I want to say. Look at the way he stands, the way he arches forward, the way he's holding that big weapon. He looks like Zord. Anyway, that's Zord.
And I hope you enjoy the boss that we've selected to show here on Treehouse Live.
Get some nice camera angles on him. He's gonna stomp us.
That's Zord.
Okay. I want to switch back to Pyra. I'm going to talk through my strategy a little bit. I'm going to switch back to Pyra so that I can charge on my arts, pull some HP.
Oh!
Some of the things that I'm more used to.
I like the way he slashes the swords.
Standard starter strategy for.
Oh, that looks so cool!
Building up my blades abilities, especially. What I want to do here is get all of my characters' blades to have their abilities charge up to appropriate levels so that I can trigger the combos that I want.
Right.
So I'm not going to use Flame or Toxin or Shard right now. I will attack once I get to level 3, I think. I think that's the safest.
Oh,
Now,
Jesus.
Can you switch over?
The power.
Do I have time? I didn't have time. You got to.
All right, I
wow.
want Rich to get this combo out, so I'll talk a little bit more about what we're trying to accomplish here. We have 2 combos that we're trying to get done, maybe. One is the driver combo, which is what we are about to attempt.
Oh, so it like I just noticed this. This has been here the whole time, but I just noticed what it means. It shows you the status effect the monster has above their health. So it's going to show you how long he has break on him for. So I assume it's going to be like the same for Topple, and if it's in this game, days. That's cool. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Topple him.
Topple.
Somebody topple him.
Somebody topple.
It may not happen now, but it will happen.
And the other one is the one that we previously touched on, the Blade combo, which really makes these boss battles a lot of fun, and you have to think about your strategy a lot if you want to get them done either fast or even like efficiently.
今回
Huh.
実は
When are they going to do the thing?
ドライバーが放つ
When are they going to do the spin?
格闘コンボって言うんですけど
No, not that spin.
ドライバーが放つ属性コンボっていう
Just,
2種類あります
I'm waiting for
こ
it.
れ両方合わさったりするとかなりダメージが出ますのでそういった遊びの楽しみもあります
And like you were saying, Matt, as you were saying, there's the blade combo and the arts combo. And arts combo usually is really physical in damage, whereas blade combo has a little bit of a more elemental attribute to it that makes the gameplay a lot more, as you were saying, strategic and interesting.
Yeah, you'll
Well, I
notice.
also just noticed that under the arts it says what the attacks do. This is like an area of effect. This is a topple. This is a launch. Huh. That's nice.
Hyra.
I know in like the Xenoblade Wii they were color coded, but now they just straight up say what they do. So that's cool.
Is fire themed, while Fudor here is water themed, and Kirim, my newest. Okay, topple him.
Yes,
There
yes,
it is.
Topple. Here we go. Is he gonna do the thing?
Launch.
That was the attack I was talking about.
I love the visuals on that one. It's just hilarious to send it flying. It does a ton of damage. But for my blade
He just went flying and he look at this. Just look at it again.
Yes.
Dude, he just goes for a spin, dude. Steel ball run confirmed for video games.
Send him flying and it does a ton of damage.
Read steel ball run once.
But for my blade combo, it isn't Fudor that I want. Although if I can get him toppled again, I'm gonna go for the strong smash.
I'm not sure.
I'm at level 2. If you look in the right-hand corner, he's not toppled this time. I'm at level 2 on my arts. Oh, but he's broken again.
He's broken
I'm
again.
trying to
He's
get him to level
broken.
3, and to do that, I am gonna need to keep using my arts, even if they're not necessarily the most appropriate art for that moment. Got Toxin.
Oh.
Got Shard. We're gonna want Kirim for this combo, if I remember correctly.
Blade
Just
combo.
a little bit more of a charge.
So let's switch over to Pyra, who's ready, because I can pull off some more
Some
HP, get my arts going. I'm not going to worry too much about trying to do the breaks and topples right now.
Let's read this really quick. You may not have noticed, but when Shard and Chill were shown, there was a window on the upper right that displayed what that effect does on the enemy. For example, Toxin makes it so that it seals stench, reinforcements, and blowdown. Huh. That's neat. It shows you what they do. Huh.
Because I really want to race my way to the level 3 art, or the level 3 blade ability.
And something that people can look forward to is the launch is not even the end of the combo. There's more after
There's
that.
more than the launch? You can do more than just launch? So, it seems like instead of like break, topple, days, it's gonna go break, topple, launch, and then whatever else comes after. Dude, this game's gonna be crazy. I hope you can assign the different arts to different weapons. That'll be neat. That'd be really neat.
It's the end of
If you
what
could
we
do that.
have at our disposal right now.
溜まりました。
Oh,
And
ready to go.
We got toppled. Okay, I'm ready to go. Gonna switch over to Kirim so that all my blades are in
Gust.
place. Thank you for the heads up on that. I'm so caught up in the battle. So we're gonna fire off with Toxin first.
Oh, she's got the gun out. Here we go.
You'll see the Toxin hits. Did it hit? Are you hitting?
Oh, yeah, that is the thing at the top right. You can, like, see what each thing does.
And
Oh, that's
now
cool.
You look on the right-hand side, the bar is going down. I've got 2 basically tree options I can follow. I'm going to hit Virus next, which takes us to the next level on that tree option. And then I need to pay attention here because there's a little bit of action on my part. When Plague is ready, that virus is ticking down. I trigger blade.
Ooh.
I got
Ooh.
three.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yo, you can like
I
do
think I might have done it. Did I do
quick
it?
time.
Am I okay?
What?
Are we here?
Oh wow.
Are we comboing? I think we're comboing.
That looks
Yo,
like
well that's cool.
So you can see the amount of strategy that you have to put into building.
Oh,
up
you can do
this
like
do it, it's
quick
really
time
fun.
event combos.
And,
Gyro
I
Zappelli, is that
I
you?
might actually have a little bit more time than I'd expected on this.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I can kind of chill out and relax and unwind. Get a cup of tea. Back to Pyra.
Oh.
Pull some HP because we are
Flame him?
starting to suffer just a little
He
bit.
can flame?
He's got Tora cornered. He's gonna
He's got Tora stuck.
Funny, no. And there he
Tour's
goes.
not even on
All
the
right.
floor anymore.
There
Didn't
it
they
is.
say specific weapons of specific arts? Yeah, they probably did say that. I think it'd be cool if you could like just put different arts in different weapons, though. I feel like it wouldn't work though because, I mean, you know, like in Xenoblade, everyone had their own like weapon class. Ryan had the floofing shield, sword things. Charlotte had her sniper rifles, so they could just reuse the same animation for each of the arts for different weapons. But still, yeah, now they're like now it appears that Rex can use different weapons and not just the Aegis, you know. I guess we won't get to what am I trying to say? We won't get to use the same arts on different weapons.
So that's it. With the effective use of both my topple effects and my blade arts, we were able to hew our way through him. I'll just take a few moments to walk back out, let the murk clear, and walk into the cool night air.
Walk into the light.
After
Oh, it's
taking one
night.
last walk through the town. I wanted to know if there's anything else that Takashi's
Even the tiger jumps! Oh, see, the swords can jump, you just can't jump. That's gonna be the main part of the game.
in anticipation of the fire.
ではボスを倒してもう終わりの方に近づいてるんですが、ゲーマーの皆さんに対して高橋さんからメッセージお伝えしたいものっていうのはありますでしょうか。
はい、今回は、ゼノブレイド2というタイトルで、作ってるわけなんですけれども、結構前作クロニクル X からは短期間でできているとは思うんですが、それもクロニクル X の時の環境があってそのシステムの上にこれを作っているんですね。ですので、
I'm just waiting for him to say something in English so I can comment on it.
探索要素であるとか戦闘の要素であるとかっていったものと、ゼノブレード1にあったストーリーを追っていくリニアな楽しさっていうこの2つが融合されているのが今回のゲームですので。
Even the regalia jumps. This isn't even Final Fantasy 15.
好きだったお客さんに、X が好きな方々に楽しんでもらえるようになってますので、ぜひ、遊んでみてください。
So, like we just saw Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and so.
Oh, so wait, go back to this. So, go back. Come on. Look at the top. Look at the top right here.
ぜひ、遊んでみてください。
So that appeared when he got back into this area. So,
like
I guess this shows where the objective is, or where our quest is. I don't know. I just noticed this. I don't know if it's been here the whole time or what.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
I think the thing at the top of the screen, if you can't see my
The
mouse.
past title, Xenoblade Chronicles X, was, compared to that, I think the development time, we've been able to develop it quickly, but also it was because we had the environment set up after developing Chronicles X that we're able to do this, and we're building this game on top of the engine system that from Xenoblade Chronicles X. And it has all of the fun and joy of exploration and a battle from Chronicles X, but it also has the joy and fun of the story-driven narrative that's in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So I really hope that fans of both series will be able to really enjoy it and have fun with this game.
I think I'll enjoy this.
Thanks very much.
I think we'll all enjoy it a little bit.
Just in case anybody had any curiosity or questions.
What's he gonna say?
If you've seen the trailer, you know that the game is voiced fully in English. We are playing an in-development build. All of the English has not been dropped into this build yet, so you're hearing a lot of Japanese. Obviously, that's not final, but I felt like I should, mention
definitely,
it.
yeah.
あと2週間時間があれば全然
Even the Titans can
We
jump.
could have had all the English voice in.
So close. E3 just needs to push out a little bit.
Really, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up for us. Thank you everyone for joining us to take a look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and we'd like to thank our special guests, Takashi-san and Yoko.
All right.
Up next, we have Mario and Luigi Superstar.
Ah,
Saga
Mario and Luigi.
Bowser's Minions. So stay tuned.
Thanks very much.
Was that when they like name dropped Mario and Luigi? Whatever. Anyway, now we're done with that. All right. So overall, I'm excited for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I still am. I was before I saw this all. I'm really excited to see how this game goes when it's all done. What have we gotten in the chat here? What'd you all think of this? I thought it was really good. Let's see. The Xenoblades Pyrem. Pyrem. Oh, I guess like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. The Xenoblades Pyrem. MUP Edition stream when? Game poop! I keep forgetting that you sent me that mod. I keep forgetting to play it. I can't stream it, but I can do a video on it. I just need to get it all set up. Anyway. Too much Animu? Oh. Too much Animu, says Game Poop. There's a freaking Xenoblade X trailer in the video section along with the Xenoblade 2 trailer. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, you can do my mouse. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in OBS right now. I'm not even Google Chrome. I'm cheating. Alright, check your Twitter DMs, says Daniel. I'll check them later. Alright. I'm excited for this video game. I just hope that all the voice acting stuff gets ironed out before release. Because, you know, Rex's voice, like I said, I like his voice actor. I just don't like the delivery of some of the lines he said in that trailer. I thought he did say some good lines, though. Like, I'll take you there. Like, he sounded legitimately good. And, like, at the beginning of the trailer, too. Anyway, I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is being more like the love child of Elder Scrolls and Final Fantasy 13 too, with Xenoblade combat and Tales of graphics. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. I'm just excited for like a new experience, to be honest. Oh, alright. You know what? They will never top for me, though. They will never top the Xenoblade X trailer. This is not the trailer. This is not it. This is not it, is it? No, this is not the one. You know what's weird? Can we just go off topic for a minute here, since it's over? I really like the UI of Xenoblade X way back when it was shown like this, like more of an MMO. I don't know. I just like this. I just really like this for some reason. I like I also like the text in Japanese. Look at this. Like, oh god, it's loud. All right. Look at this. It just looks nice. I don't know. It just looks good to me. Anyway, look, he gets in a giant robot. We all thought there was going to be some MMO, didn't we? Anyway, I just like the font in the Xenoblade X Japanese. I don't know why I'm talking about this now. I just felt like saying it. Anyway. What are y'all saying in the chat, though? Dang it. Dang, now that I think about it, it looks like they took Xenoblade X's art style and applied cell shading. Yeah, that's probably what they did. That is probably exactly what they did, since they said they're using the engine. I somehow don't want them to re-record Take This. They probably will, though. They probably will. It would have been cool as an MMO, let's be real. This is true. I stand by this. I'm trying to look for the Xenoblade X trailer. I want to show you all the Xenoblade X trailer. I want to show you all this. Where is it? There it is. New title developed by Monolith Software. Great name, I know. Look at this. This is like my favorite trailer for anything, alright? I just want to tell you, they will never be able to top this trailer since we're done talking about Xenoblade 2 right now. They will never top this trailer for me. This is just the most hype thing. I don't know why. Look at this. Just look at this. I don't want to subscribe to Nintendo's YouTube channel. Get out of here. I'm already subscribed, though. Look at this. They're playing the key we've lost. This is just a good-looking trailer. This is just a good trailer. They're never gonna top this for me. It just looks so good. I don't know. This is just really hype. I just love this trailer so much. It just looks good. It just looks good. The music, the Suwano music. You'll never be able to top this trailer. You can't. You just can't top this trailer. It's so good, bro. Then he gets in the scout. He's like whoosh. He's just like whoosh. Zoom! It's just so cool looking. Oh, however you feel about the game, you have to admit this looks cool. This looks really cool. Look at this. This is so cool. Alright, anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. Alright, anyway. Then the Floof and Zulfarg was in Kaldros for some reason. I'll never understand why they changed that, but still. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to show y'all. I don't know if anything to show. I just felt like saying that that I like the Xenoblade X trailer a lot. Anyway, though, thank y'all for watching this analysis of Xenoblade Chronicles 2's gameplay and the discussion. I enjoyed talking with y'all about this. If you did enjoy and you're on YouTube, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment what you think of everything, and subscribe for more Xenoblade 2 videos. If you're here on Twitch watching live now, I mean, hey, thank y'all for watching. I really enjoyed discussing with y'all. Xenoblade X's city name is dumb. This is kind of true. New LA. Well, it's called New LA because that's where the ship came. Never mind. Anyway. Wait. Xenoblade X's story got completely rewritten halfway through development? That's why? That's why they... Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. That's why the ending feels like sequel baiting then. Huh. Alright. You should keep streaming. I would love to keep streaming, but I have other things I want to do today. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm putting it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I think either tomorrow or sometime later this week I'll put it on YouTube. I still need to get Saturday's Persona 3 stream on YouTube. But yeah, that'll be it for this video / stream discussion. Thank you all again for watching. I'm SwordKingDom3. Signing off. Peace out, little keychains. And I will show you the video that was in my bookmarks bar that I did not play. It's mostly just audio related. But this is what I clicked on earlier. I'll just let it play us out. Alright, this is how King Crimson works. Alright.
Alright, you want to know? Fine, I admit it. I don't know how King Crimson works. He erases time, but what does that mean? If you erase time, then shouldn't it not be there? What does that mean? What does he mean he erases time? He erases time, but stuff still happens in it. How does he know what happens in it when he erases it? It doesn't make any sense. You can't erase time. You can't erase time. Fine, you can freeze time and you can turn back time, but you can't erase time. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. If you erase time, nothing happens in it. I don't know. I don't know. Someone tell me. Someone tell me how King Crimson works! I need to know! I need to know how King Crimson works! Please! Please just tell me! I need to know! Someone explain it! It's confusing! I don't know! How does King Crimson work? How does it work? Why does King Crimson work? Please! Please someone tell me! I need to know how King Crimson works!
I don't know why I have that bookmarked, but sometimes I accidentally click on it and it makes me incredibly happy and embarrassed at the same time. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Peace out, little keychains. Good night.